Look, I've accidentally taken the wrong pills before. I also once mismeasured when I was taking Superdrol. I was measuring out the powder. You know I'm your T-plug. And instead of taking 10 milligrams of Superdrol, I took 100. Oopsie. Coach Greg, in today's video, Togi is sent to hospital and he almost passed away. Now, Togi has pointed out that he's being careful.
What the fuck?
That he's monitoring his health, that he's getting his blood work done, and that he's not like Ziz.
Ziz never did his blood work. Ziz never took care of his health. I get my blood work done every month. I am the smartest coaches in the industry. I will be around.
What the fuck?
And so despite the fact he says he had the world's greatest coach, I don't remember coaching. I remember for only $39,000 a year, he could have had me as his coach. I probably would have told him, yeah, probably don't take those pills laced with me.
It makes me use my brain.
And so let's see exactly what transpired, what put him to hospital, and hopefully this is going to change him once and for all. I could have easily died last night. I hadn't slept in 3 days trying to get my YouTube video out. At some point, accidentally got my hands on some cut with and overdosed. And so there's already a lot to unpack.
That's what she said.
Why has bro not slept for 3 days editing videos for YouTube? Does bro not have enough money to hire an editor? First thing Coach Greg would have told him is, hire an editor. That way you can actually go to bed and be more productive than last time. Coach Greg is recording about 12 videos a week. I can't even get a Togi video every 12 days. And so that's the first lesson he would learn for only 39,000 USD. Next, roll isn't accidentally laced with meth. It's done on purpose. And so clearly you're getting your all from your plug, and it certainly isn't Coach Greg. And so what you should have done is got terkestrone from T-plug. Remember, have I not expressed in previous videos how much energy this gives you? I talked about in the past, I had to lower the dose because I couldn't get any sleep. And so why not use something legal?
No explicit messages to minors.
You could lower your dose of testosterone, I don't know, perhaps skip doing all laced with meth, and use some terkestrone. I got what you need, Togi, and it's literally on sale. And so get to the website. Remember, if it doesn't work, it's a money-back guarantee, plus a $20 gift card. Coach Greg, 15% off. Now, I'm heading across the border on Saturday. Don't tell anyone where I'm going, but I do have a supply. It's fresh from Uzbekistan, and so be sure to check it out. And I promise you, it ain't laced with fent, nor is it laced with fent.
What?
Despite the rumors, in T-plug we trust. Don't let your obsession with success kill you. Last I checked, if your goal is to be successful, you actually go to sleep and you don't do drugs. Especially when they're laced with meth. I don't know whose bright idea that was, but if you haven't slept in 3 days, chances are you're not going to make the best decisions. And so perhaps gamble less hours of the night, and put out those videos. I put out more videos this week than bro puts out in a year. Why can't you lock in? It's literally No Nut November. Stop dragging your Doucette and pulling out and releasing Togurt all over her stomach, and perhaps lock in and start working.
What the fuck?
Before the ambulance came, I was seizing on the ground, 100% sure that my time has come. He's not talking about on her stomach. He's talking about he's no longer going to be around.
Thank you, Greg.
Poor Togi, Mepstagram says. Poor Togi. We do hope he's okay, but it is a lesson you need to learn. Hopefully this will wake people up. People thought, oh, he could just continue to get away with this. And so when he was on that podcast with Mahan,
Do you think it should be okay to send explicit messages to minors with their parents' permission?
remember the over-under was 1.5 years, and Togi says, what's wrong with you? I'm going to live to be at least 40.
What do you think the over-under is on how much longer you're gonna live?
Over 40 years.
If I was to try to get it at like plus 120, plus 120 even, 1.5 years.
He almost won the bet. And so before he almost drifted into that afterlife, this is what he remembers. Holy Turk, this hurts so turking bad, and I'm way too young to my own hand. Unlimited potential cut short because you got greedy. It's not from greed, it's from taking laced with Take care of yourself, my friends. Imagine how sad your mother would be if you passed. I said this in a previous video. Do you really think your mom cares about those vacations you can take her on? Or do you not think your mom just wants you to be healthy? Son, lay off the drugs, stop sniffing creatine, abusing performance-enhancing drugs, and just be healthy. I don't need you to be wealthy, but I do need you to be alive. And so, as you can see him laying in this hospital bed, look at his face. It looks like he's been up all night gambling. I'm not sure. It actually seems to be an improvement. It doesn't seem to have vitiligo, est-ce qu'on parle en français? Or vitiligo in English. He doesn't seem to have any skin conditions after all. And so, is Togi perhaps pulling a fast one on us, not wanting us to say the real reason why he was put into hospital? Fucking Togi. Look at this shit. Togi fucking flying off to the fuckland. Flying off to heaven. Look at that Togi. I'm not fucking kidding you guys. Look at this shit. Motherfuck, he's flying off to heaven. I didn't think he'd make it up there. I thought he'd go down this way. I was like, what the fuck? Am I on freaking myself? Look, I've accidentally taken the wrong pills before. I once got up in the middle of the night and I said, hey, I can't get to sleep. And so I was going to take some sleeping pills. And by accident, I took a fat burner. It didn't end well. Actually, it wasn't all that bad. I ended up recording 2 videos at 3 in the morning. This is a true story. It's been... I also once mismeasured when I was taking Superdrol. I was measuring out the powder. You know I'm your T-plug. And instead of taking 10 milligrams of Superdrol, I took 100. Oopsie. This also a true story. And so despite the fact that I'm gifted in math, I still f***ed it up. And so if you mismeasure what you're taking, perhaps you're getting your drugs from someone else, not from the T-plug, and you measure it out and you're thinking, yo, I'll just do a 0.1. And you do a 1.1.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna need some of that Adderall dog. El perro quieres all. Bro, it's literally laced with dial it back just a tad. Streets need you. The streets, they need them. Streets need Coach Greg, their neighborhood plug. Get better cousin. We'll be ready for you when you're back in action. Will you though? This fame and hedonism is not worth it, bro. Yeah, tell that to Alex Eubank. And so Alex, this was the guy that you hung around with Cabo. This could have happened to you. What if Togi had said, hey, take these pills? You could have died. Togi, I hope you're recovering well, bro. You don't need these drugs to drive you. Create your own drive. Rest up, king. All I can think of is that drive means manejar. I studied way too much Spanish because that's the only joke that came to mind. Like, you guys realize I make up jokes on the spot? Like, I'm not some rehearsed comedian reading off a script. People are like, oh, the scripted writers. I'm like, I just literally sit there and yap. I'm a yap master. I speak Japanese. You talking about 5 different languages now. French, English, Spanish, Gen Z, and
I'll be gone tonight.
Did you guys know that I'm a genius with a learning disability? Togi has an IQ of 79.
79! I took an IQ test. My IQ is
what'd you get?
It was average.
Average?
Yeah.
I sent him a care packages of terkesterone. No way.
That was it.
Togi, is he covering for me?
That was last week.
Oh my God. No, there's no way it was laced with. I was very meticulous in that batch. And we might have to edit this out. I don't know if the guys can handle this. Eric Janicki witnessed it. I was on the phone with Togi. Literally, this is a true story. And he's calling me up. Thanks for sending me this care pack. He was at the gym, young LA with I was on the phone with him, remember?
Yeah.
Remember the state we were in when he called?
Yes.
Can't talk about that. We held it together. Or I did.
I was like, oh my God, it's Togi.
She's like, you're talking to Togi right now?
What is even happening?
I was like, absolutely. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I heard his voice. And he was like, hey, Greg.
I was trying to explain the intricacies. I was not in a clear head. I was in my, I was in my genius with a learning disability. I was in my learning disability era. My learning disabled arc, we shall call it. It was a good time. Don't do drugs.
So yeah, what happened with that package?
He overdosed on terkesterone. I warned him not to take more than 3.
Yeah, but you know Togi probably took like.
He probably took the whole freaking bottle. You seen him swallowing those freaking omega-3s? Oh, I gotta take the omega-3s. Takes 100 a day. Bro, 3 is the limit. Guys, I'm not responsible if you take more than label claim. 3 max. 3-day bender. You know what happens when you take pure turkesterone beyond normal limits? One guy had a manic episode. He was in the hospital. He was taking too much turkesterone. I don't like talking about it, but he was an older guy. He ended up with like such raging boners. They ended up calling 2 escorts. He hadn't had sex in forever. He was in his 60s. This is not a made up story. Did I tell you this story? People probably don't believe this stuff. I'm telling you guys, this stuff is serious. Back to the video. Hope this works as a wake-up call for you. Glad you're okay though. Stay away from substances.
He'll be back at it next week.
Substance is our favorite movie.
Oh yeah.
You hear that little...
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly.
I nailed it.
Yeah, it's
Genius with learning disability. I'm literally just tapping this part of my foot, this part right here, and I can recreate a movie.
They're gonna say you filmed this hard.
Don't give away my secrets. It's simply not worth risking your life over 10 minutes of pleasure. Bro clearly has never done meth. 10 minutes of pleasure has a half-life of, I'm gonna call it about 10 hours. Life gave you a second chance. Don't park it up on stupid clout-chasing things. I feel like doing laced with meth isn't clout chasing. I feel like it's just taking too many stupid drugs that he shouldn't be doing to stay up all hours of the night. Probably to gamble. 79! There's no way he sat there for 3 days straight working on a YouTube video. My editors, they edit my videos. I don't do them. They say on average it takes 5 to 10 hours for one video. Let's triple that length and go with 15 to 30 hours. That's still not 3 days. Last I checked, there's 24 hours in daytime, 372 hours. And so if Togi was literally working for 72 hours straight on a video, he needs to hire an editor.
I think the accurate IQ, if you did it with a therapist in person, would be closer to 51.
Imagine the ROI on that investment and all that for free. I could have charged you 39,000 USD for 1 year. See, free advice. And so next advice for Togi, rather than posting 2-hour movies, split them up into multiple videos that are shorter. The watch time for that video is going to be longer, more ad revenue, you'll make more money. People don't want to wait a month to watch a video. And so that 2-hour video becomes 6 videos of 20 minutes each, of which you can then post perhaps every other day. No sleep for 3 days is crazy work. Don't waste a second chance now. Glad you're all right, homie. Take care of yourself. Happy you're still alive, man. Go hug your loved ones. And so hopefully you've learned a thing or two from this video. You can accidentally take pills and you shouldn't because it's a bad... You can end up in the OR. You shouldn't abuse steroids. You shouldn't gamble. You shouldn't do drugs. You shouldn't let Togi, the fungus, infect your mind. People, what you should be doing is taking advantage of our Black Friday sales, including the 3-pack of GO2 Max for $99, the plug stack GO2 Max and Turkesterone, both for $99, as well as starting Friday, the entire site is everything 30 to 70% off, except not Turkesterone, because we're just going to run out. I can't keep it in stock, guys. The shipment from Uzbekistan, well, it's hard to pull through. I'm in hiding at an undisclosed discretion, and people keep saying I'm pushing 50, that I'm 49. Guys, I'm pushing 50 keys of Turkesterone and GO2 Max across the border. I'm heading out on Saturday. I've got my passport ready, and so T-plug out. And until next time, I am out.